What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Just a reminder, tonight's Friday night live stream be tonight, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we're going to be talking about the Diddy documentary. I want to get you guys inputs on it, and I'll continue to give my input, and we'll just come together as family. And we'll talk about it tonight. So everybody's encouraged to attend. It'll be a live stream you might not want to miss. I'm going to talk about a story that broke about 3 hours ago out there in Utah, Ogden, Utah to be exact. Shout out Ogden, Cache County or Cache County. I don't know what it's called, but you understand where I'm coming from. This story right here took my breath away, y'all. A guy pictured here, but you can't really see him. That's the only picture I can find of this guy right now, is 36 years old. Wilbur Rojas is his name. And this guy right here got 5 counts of child abuse added on to a search warrant of the property to try to find his dumb ass because he had a shoplifting warrant. Police arrived on the scene and found a shed behind the house that was locked from the outside. Inside the house, ladies and gentlemen, there were 5 children, little children, right? And their ages, let me see if I can get this. Let me go back to this. I got it right here. The age of these children that were locked in this storage shed, right? Their ages reportedly are 6, 5, 4, 1 year old, and I think the baby that was in a crib inside this storage shed where these kids were held captive was like 3 months old. I'm gonna show you the video when the kids first came out. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And then where this guy ran in the backyard and hit an abandoned, you know what? I don't know why the justice system pussyfoots and plays patty cake with sons of bitches like this that do this type of stuff. If I was a lawmaker, you know what I'm saying, and I had any ounce of what's called a heart in my chest, this right here, I would say something got to be done. And I would try to organize something to where this doesn't happen in my state, let alone, you know what I'm saying, anywhere else in America. Problems, children unprotected, people unprotected. This right here is absolutely heartbreaking, the way these little kids came out at gunpoint. Look.
Back up. Police! Anyone inside? Vamos arriba. Yvonne, why don't you back up? 3 kids, come on. You come to me.
Yeah, exclusive video tonight of the moment 5 children, including a baby, were found locked in a shed behind a house in Ogden.
This was back on November 15th. Ogden police were investigating a shoplifting incident which led them to 36-year-old Wilbur Rojas, wanted on a felony warrant.
Now, Brian Wolf went through some of that body cam video and spoke to police and child abuse advocates about the case. He's live at the Utah Children's Justice Center tonight, one of the many places offering safe harbor for victims of abuse. Brian, a terrible story.
Yeah, yes, indeed, Mark. This place offers, safe facilities for victims of abuse like the children in this case. And these new videos highlight the abuse happening in that backyard in Ogden with the mother who was away accused of shoplifting and a father that was already wanted by police.
Why are they locked in the shed?
They shouldn't be in there.
Ogden police body cameras were rolling when they unlocked a shed as they were serving a search warrant looking for 36-year-old Wilbur Rojas. What they found shocked everybody.
You come to me.
5 children ranging in the age from a few months old to 6 years old were locked inside this shed.
Come here, sweetheart.
The fact that that door was secured from the outside, that scares me.
Former law enforcement officer Chris Bertram says this posed a huge fire safety risk.
And you saw these officers, it caught them off guard. And I think they still wanted to continue searching, but quickly realized, we got to take care of these kids.
After rescuing the kids, police turned their attention to Rojas, who was hiding in a car in the backyard. They used a non-lethal beanbag round to get him to come out of the car.
Yeah, let's do a beanbag.
Keep going, put your hands up.
This happens right in our backyard.
Child abuse advocate Caroline Aston says the kids were left with no resources, nowhere to go, and were left to watch themselves, making for a dangerous situation.
Where do children go when law enforcement steps in like that?
The best option we've seen so far is a children's justice center. They can be taken there, and it's really kind of a one-stop shop for a lot of different resources for kids.
Okay. Hold on to her.
Now, centers like this are available all across the state, and we put a list of resources up at KUTV.com. As for Rojas, he sits in Weber County Jail facing 5 counts of intentional child abuse, along with 2 other misdemeanors. Live in Salt Lake, Brian Will, KUTV 2 News.
You see that shit? People treat kids like animals they don't want. Now, if you paid attention, them kids was living in there. Now, I don't know how many kids he had in the house, but I know damn well them kids shouldn't have been out there. That's sinful to me. Sinful. And I refuse to be desensitized by these current crimes against children that, you know what I'm saying? People, lawmakers and stuff need to really concentrate on. It's getting worse out here for everybody. For everybody. I hope this motherfucker don't never see these kids again. If it was up to me, he'd never see another human being again. I'd wall him up somewhere. Or I'd take him out to a remote area and just chain him to a tree and leave him there. Let him waste away. Regardless if those kids was in there, and I don't know if this is true or not, if they was fed or anything, that type of treatment is unacceptable. I'm going to tell you how dangerous this was. These kids don't know any better. They don't know. Said the oldest one was 6. So I guess that was the little girl in there, the big little girl. The youngest, they said, was a few months old. So a few is 3. So 3, 4 months old. You got a baby in a crib in a locked container. I know them kids was making noise. I know people had to hear that. That's the thing that I don't understand. How did nobody hear that? You got a baby in there. What if that thing caught on fire when you was out there stealing? What if the kids got tired of the child, the little baby in there, crying, and one of the kids hurt the child because the crying was driving them crazy? Hell, kids get killed for crying from adults. But you put that burden on the oldest child in there. You see the oldest girl? She walked over there, showed the baby. It was cold out there. And they looking for your dumb ass. You hiding in a goddamn abandoned car in the back of your yard. Yard looked like shit. Just like you treated them babies like shit. Where the fuck is the mom? Let's go into that. Where's the mom at? Did she even have any control over the life of her children? Was she even living there? How do you as a woman even allow that shit? A simple call to the police would have got them kids out of that situation. I don't understand, man. I mean, seriously, I don't understand what the fuck is going on with human beings. Just the normal human instincts of protecting your own kids and caring for them and loving them is like almost non-existent now in the mindset of a lot of people. You're only as strong as your leader, the one you follow. He's the man. This shit fall all on him, in my opinion. You already showed that you going in circles. You out there stealing to where the police got to come to your house. Then when they come to your house, you run away. Don't think about anybody else. You run away and get in an abandoned car in the backyard knowing they're going to search it. You dumb ass. And they bring your fat ass out. You backing up all stupid and shit. Well fed, but them babies in a fucking storage unit like it's an animal shelter. Did you see the fucking floor? Did you see the one little baby, man? He ain't had no clothes on. He just had a pamper. Or it was a girl. It don't matter. You had children out there. Your children. Living like animals. And the justice system need to treat you as such. And euthanize you immediately. And whoever else was down with that shit and saw something but didn't say nothing. That's heartbreaking to me to see that. Because them children, every day in this country, children are getting killed. And we don't know what they can become. You always hear this, oh, the children are the future, and fucking show it, lawmakers and people that are in charge of this type of shit. DPS is a fucking joke nowadays. Nobody fears them like they don't fear American punishment. Everybody's out here for self. Their bodies grew, but their minds didn't. Bunch of children. I'll bet you in interrogation, why you had them kids in there? I don't know. I'm stupid. That's not an excuse. That's proven. And what comes after that, brace yourself. I'm telling you, if I ran this country, I'd cut more heads off than Genghis Khan. I'm dead serious, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that show they don't want to be here, and they don't care about the advancement of children that they bore or, themselves. Upsetting. Told you, chances and choices. He felt nothing having them kids in there. What, because they had lighting in there? Because you probably was feeding them? A lot of what children need is social interaction to make them better social human beings and be better in society. And you denied them that. So death be the penalty. Fuck off. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, we got the Diddy live stream tonight for the Friday night live stream. Everybody's encouraged to attend. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.